kid, I always realized that I paid attention to small, little, weird, stupid details, stuff that nobody's paying attention to. For some reason, stick in my head. Like I can't remember shit. Like I can't remember when I'm gonna do what I'm doing the next 2 days. I can't even ask my schedule. But
little things.
yeah, little things. I was like, I'll remember. They just kind of stick in my head. So like that same skill that pulls in those little tiny things without me really recognizing it is the same thing that goes on when I'm dealing with a woman. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
with my first nature, it's not even in my. It's just part of my nature to like tap in and to read and just follow her lead. You know what I'm saying? Her body. When people say people got a body language is a real language. It's speaking to you. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? And like when I could read the body language, it's like loud and clear. It's almost like the body is actually talking. Like, hey, on my back, hey, a little bit more here, a little harder, rotate that bitch, pull my legs up. You know what I mean? That's like you know what I mean? Like the
Right.
body is telling you everything you need to go. You just gotta pay attention to it. Pay attention,
Yeah.
and it's right there. You know.
I think one of the sexiest interactions I've ever had is like literally sitting on the floor, with the man that I'm with. He's bunning a ting, I'm bunning a ting, or we're sharing like a spliff. He's just massaging my feet, and like I start to feel like the tingly sensation. So I just instinctively reach down and just start rubbing my pussy and start playing with it. And he doesn't
Mhm.
touch me. All he does is watch.
Mhm.
And then he rubs my calves, and then he encourages me, but he doesn't touch me because his thing is like, I don't want to interfere with your orgasm. I'm here to support you. I'm
Support
here
the
to
order.
watch you, right, and support your orgasm. And if you need me, then yes, I will involve myself. But if you don't, I just want to watch you bring yourself to that point. And
Mhm.
knowing that and seeing the look on his face, good God Almighty.
This is sexy, yo. One of
Yeah.
my most popular service that I have is goddess pampering service. It's almost like all the girls asking for goddess pampering service. They because I tell them when they pick what services they want. I tell them you can pick more than one. I can do all of them
Right.
within the 2 hour minimum. But you can tell me which ones you want, which ones you don't want, and this is and that. You can go from like that. So like all the women pick goddess pampering service. But they don't really realize like Goddess Pamper Service is already included in everything. It's the first
Right.
thing on my package because it's basically the basis to everything. Like
Everything.
I start everything with a Goddess Pamper in some way or some form. I'm never gonna just jump on you with the shit and start. It's always like a build the whole shit up and
Yes.
then I get into my toys, get into the ropes, and get to the whole thing. You know what I
Yes.
mean? So like I also realized that with me realizing that this is my most popular service that everybody's asking for, I realized like how important touch is. I realized my service is all around touch. Like people just need to be touched. People need to be contact with other people
Yes.
physically, and the world we live in, you can't allow that all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You can't allow that all the time. So like to be that safe person or that safe place for women to come to get touched in whatever way they need to be touched. I really feel blessed and honored. You know, I'm getting women who are pregnant. I'm getting women are coming to me on their periods. Like they come in these vulnerable situations, vulnerable states where they usually ain't seeing nobody and still seeing me. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And I do like tub sessions with girls in their periods. Like straight up put them in a time up in the tub,
Yeah.
run that water over them, and just bust them open right there in the tub. You know what I'm saying? Same way. You know what I mean?
It floors me every time you say bust them open. It floors. I keep no. You know why? Because it's like I have this automatic visual of like a peach being spread open for some really weird reason. I
It's
swear to
I
you.
think I say it because like to literally like a lot of girls they physically that's kind of what has to happen at some point. It's like it's a physical thing, and then literally yeah, busting them open with toys or whatever this and that too. But also uh, the busting open is also like the
It's the mental
opening
and
yeah,
emotional. Yes.
the liberation of their mind.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yes.
I say bust them open because I know it sounds funny. I know people can go sexually with it, but
Right.
it's two different things for me. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
There's
It's
levels to
physically
it.
busting them open and mentally opening their mind. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So in talking about that, right? Okay, so I feel like kink and BDSM really came to the forefront with the 50 Shades of Grey bullshit, right?
Right,
Which you and I know is not a real true portrayal of the
right.
BDSM world or kink. So, like for you, what are your thoughts on the impact of the 50 Shades of Grey series on the way that women perceive BDSM, the way they perceive bondage, the way they perceive kink?
There's two different ways. I feel like the first thing I feel like I can appreciate it for one part because the fact that it just put a certain type of it put the whole that whole scene, the whole lifestyle into the light, into the mainstream America. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so I got to be appreciative of that because
Right.
it's actually helping my business. You know what I'm saying? Because even though the women are coming to, come with the wrong perception and this and that, I still have the opportunity to clear that up. I have the opportunity to actually work with them and actually show them that it's not what you think it is. It's whatever you want it to be. And you have to make and shape this to make to work for your life however you want it to fit. You know what I'm saying? But you don't have to go and follow, all these rules and do everything exactly the way people say they need to do and all. Like, nah, make this shit work for yourself. Some of these rules and BDS and shit, I don't fuck with. Some things I do fuck with, and so, and I don't necessarily consider myself part of that lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as BDSM and the dungeon and all that, like, I really do dungeon and stuff. I really even work with people that's already in the lifestyle. My services and stuff are for people who are trying to discover and trying to figure out figure out what they want to go with it. I don't necessarily feel that those people are my tribe either. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is, only place I feel comfortable with, like, where I'm around my peoples, is like on the art scene. You know what I'm saying? You put me in front of a bunch of musicians, visual artists, and creative people. Now I'm with my people. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, like, when I step into these other realms and these other arenas, I have a whole different mentality about it. And I think because I have this whole different mentality about it is the reason why I'm having so much success in doing what I'm doing, because I'm not coming to it sexually. You know what I'm saying? And I think when you come into it sexually, you basically throw yourself in a category with everybody else. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's having sex. Who's not? I don't know anybody who's not really not having sex. Like, I mean, within a certain amount of time, anybody might have more than others, whatever, but everybody's fucking. So fucking is not that special. Sex is not that special because everybody's doing it. But the things around sex, and the things that the intimacy and all those things that people are not getting, that's my niche. That's where the value is at. Because that's where the value is at. I realize, but I realize that dick fucks up my bag. Whenever I fuck up and sleep with a girl, it's messing up my money, because now she gonna come back for the dick. She ain't coming back for the services. She come back. She want the whole thing. Now she want. You know what I mean?
She wants everything, and for free.
Right. For free, right? And,
what is a hard limit for you? Because I like just sort of asking around the fact that you said that you don't work with anybody who's already entrenched in lifestyle, anybody like that does dungeon stuff like that. So, like, what are your hard limits when a new client comes to you to say, like, I want these services? What do you have hard limits? Like, if they say, like, I want you to tie me up and cut me, or I want you to tie me up and beat me till I bleed, or like, what are your personal hard limits?
I don't do no blood play. I don't do no piss. I don't do no shit. I don't do no race play.
Okay. That's a really interesting one. So, sorry, just to kind of tag on that for a second, because I know that some people are into that, and I actually read an article recently on social media where a Black woman got into an altercation with her white boyfriend because she wanted to do race play, and he said, "No, I'm not doing it. We're not doing that in any way." And there was some sort of confrontation that happened between them, and he ended up spitting in her face. So she called the police. And when she was explaining to the police that she just wanted her man to be the slave owner and she be the slave, I was like, what? Sorry, what? Again? Okay.
It's too much of a touchy situation for me. Even with my services, like, I really do them with white people. And it's not that I try to exclude them or anything like that. They just don't come my way, really. Right. And in recent, I just made a post today about the one white experience I had. This lady, she tried to come and do the services. First of all, she tried to play me. First of all, she set it up where she's like, we talked about everything, we got everything down to the nitty gritty, and when we got down to pay, she's like, oh, I do a 2-hour minimum. So I was like, she said she only could afford the 1 hour, but she can't do a 2-hour minimum. I was like, well, then you can't afford this, and we can't do it. So I said I was gonna do it. But then she was being really cool, because I was in Atlanta. I'm not from Atlanta, so she was hitting me up like, "Hey, did you go here? Go check out these places," and just being really cool. You know what I mean? Being really generally cool, like she, you know what I mean. So I was like, it was all good. I wasn't really stressing it. It was like I thought she was pretty cool for just even inviting me places and trying to, like, help me, configure myself in Atlanta, right? And so then she hits me up like around 11 o'clock, maybe 2-3 days after I'm in Atlanta. She hits me like 11 o'clock at night, and she's like, yo, I'm sitting here masturbating. I can't fucking bust off. You want to just come and just get this 1 hour, though? Like, I only have it for 1 hour, but do you want to just come and get it? I was like, thought about it. I was like, how far you live? Put in an Uber. It's like $7 Uber away. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just go over here and get this. This is $1.50. I can use it. I ain't balling like that. I can use it extra $150.
Right.
You know, I ain't stupid about it. I was like, you know, and I was gonna go over there and I was gonna give her a full session, but you know, just take her short money and it's whatever. You know what I mean? I'm not stressed. I'm not losing anything, right? So, I go over there to do it, and as I start to how I start my session, I sniff women down. Like that's how I kind of tap into their aura. I kind of sniff them down from head to toe. I sniff her down from head to toe, and then when I would have blindfold her, she kind of like breaks formation and sits down on the couch. Like I gotta sit down. I was like, baby, hold on. We just getting started. Like you know what I mean? I kind of like coax her back into like you know like you're okay. Just you know you can do this. Like and she was like okay. She had her confidence stood up. I was like okay, I'm ready. And she put the blindfolds back on. I was like no. After the blindfolds off, I was like, let's start this off a different way. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because sometimes the blindfolds throw some people's equilibrium off a little bit. So I was like, you know, I don't want that. So I was like, you know, just took them off for a second, and I was like, give me like some Palo Santo to clear the air. You know what I mean? Start over. You know what I'm saying? I went and lit the Palo Santo. I mean, as soon as I lit this shit up and that shit started to catch a little fire, and that first little smoke signal went off, the lady just blacked out. Boom. Just passed out.
Up.
He passed out, and I couldn't even catch it because I had my hands like this. I'm lighting the shit, so I kind of stuck my knee out a little bit to catch her so she wouldn't fall clean back. And she had a really nice crib, a real plush rug in the middle, so she kind of fell back, but she didn't like get hurt at all. She kind of fell back, and then I'm standing over. I'm like, yo, are you okay, man? You all right? You all right? And then she's like, what? And I said, you did good, baby. I said, you did good, baby. You did good. Just kind of like joking with her, and she was like, I don't remember having a session. And then I look at her like. Then I'm looking at her like, wait. I said, ma'am, you didn't have a session. I said, literally, you blacked out before. I mean, as soon as shit started. And she was like, oh my god, like, and she's like, I'm all right, I'm okay, I'm good. I'm like, you know, and so we was kind of like, I like ended the session. I was like, I'm not gonna keep doing this. I said, we're gonna end the session. I don't know what that was all about, but like, you know, it's just, you know, I don't know if there's any medical conditions or anything anything going on, but I'm like, that's my warning. You okay? Good, great. Yeah. That's my little warning. I'm gonna take that as a warning and stop this shit, right?
Could you imagine?
Huh?
Imagine if you had bound her.
Right.
And she had passed out.
Right.
And you had to call, like, let's just say worst case, you had to call emergency services to come. Yo, you a black man in a white lady's house that you don't know in Atlanta? Nah, man.
Yo, man, I'm saying now, they don't call me Dash for nothing.
Boy.
I'm gonna be wiping off prints. I'm like, I'm not fucking
wipe that shit down. Oh my god, crazy. So, did you ever find out what was wrong with her? What caused her to black? Was it just adrenaline?
No, it was her energy. She was on some bullshit. She was trying to swindle me.
Yeah.
She had, when I went to her crib, she had one of the dopest cribs I've ever been into. Okay?
So you know she had money.
She has money.
She's trying to get over.
She has a high rise in the middle of downtown Atlanta.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like I come in shit. I'm like, yo, this shit is fantastic. But I'm still not even thinking about her money. I'm still like, I'm like, this is a nice crib. But like after how I knew it, she was some bullshit because the next day or so she calls me and she's like, can I get a refund of my money back? And I was like, what? Like a refund of your money back? I said, first of all, you didn't even pay the whole fucking price. What you paid me was initially the deposit. Deposit is non-refundable.
There you go.
I showed up for the session. You showed up for the session. I mean, whatever happened would have happened. So we didn't finish it. But like, I came to do my job. You was there. Like, there's no reason for. You're not getting your money back. Like, and the fact that she even came at me like that, it was like. She got the money. She just on some cheap, some rich motherfuckers. They be the cheapest motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Yes. And she wouldn't value what I was doing with her. You know what I'm saying? Right. And when you don't, and when you come with those kind of weird intentions, yo, like I said before, I did not choose to do this shit. I was appointed by higher powers to do what I'm doing right now. And if you fuck with me, your shit will.
The universe will talk to you.
That shit will black you. This shit will smite you fuck out. Like. Yeah. That's what that was. You know what I'm saying? At first, I was confused for the first couple of days. I was like, yo, what? I couldn't. I'm trying to think what could have been. But then when she came back on that money shit, and then it all dawned, and I'm like, yo, this chick got the fucking money. She don't value she didn't value my time, my who I am, what I do, my work, and that's why the powers was like, nah, we ain't fucking with her.
But that's exactly it. The universe spoke to her hard, and she wasn't expecting that.
She wasn't expecting it. I wasn't either. But at the same time, I do know I'm protected out here. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But then that also led me to I learned a couple lessons in this thing too. You know what I'm saying? And one was I'm gonna do this. It's been already for my people. I do this for my people. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it strictly for my fucking people because we need this. We need something. We need these boundaries. They got a whole world for themselves out there. They can go find it and go play with themselves in there. But then I'm not fucking with them. You know what I'm saying? Unless their energy is okay, 100%, and we, you know what I mean? They got vouchers, all that shit. You're gonna have to have referrals. Sisters that fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got no sisters that fuck with you,
with 2 references and a deposit.
Right.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, it just has to be that way. I have to like start protecting my energy when it comes down to certain things too.
You do, and for the type of business that it is, you definitely have to protect yourself because not everyone comes with good intention, and like you said, not everyone is going to respect and value what you do. They want to just try to get the service and get over without fully understanding all of it, and paying you what you're worth. I mean, like really and truly, and I say this to people all the time, like charge what you're worth. If somebody can't afford you, that's okay. That's not your customer.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or it may be like, Sir Dashington, I really want to have this session with you, but I have to wait a couple months to save up the money to do it. That's fine. Wait a couple months, save up your money to do it. You know what I mean? If the person comes back, that's your customer, and it's okay that everybody is not your client.
And I work with people too. I'm also understand. Like I don't have a whole lot of money. I don't have a whole lot of money paying for certain things. And I understand our people. We got shit to do. So I'm like, I tell people, listen. If you want, you can pay me in installments. You know what I'm saying? I'll take $50 installments up until your date. Or you can pick a date and you can pay me in $50 installment up until your date and have it paid off before your date. Or, I do like a half deposit, half, after the session. You know what I mean? Like there's different ways I can work with people. You know what I mean? Especially my own people, especially when I know people need it. And then sometimes I get into these situations where I do people sessions for free. I do sessions for free. Pregnant girls, dang, I'm not charging no pregnant girl to do a session. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know she got a zillion other things on her mind and money got to go everywhere place. She needs me, I'm gonna come and hook her up. You know what I'm saying? It's just it. Like, I know people. I got a friend. I got a girl I met that she, her husband died. You know what I'm saying? 2 years ago, and she's like, yo, I don't even know if my pussy's broken. I don't know. I ain't used this shit. I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, poor thing, come here. I got you. You know what I'm saying? You're not broken. Let me show you. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna restart your engine for you. I'm gonna help you restart.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I feel like what I'm doing is a very needed service. So when people come to me and they really need this shit, money is not an issue because I don't give a fuck about no money, and I know that I'm put on the plane to do a job, and I'm gonna
come back to you though. That
comes back to me
tenfold. It comes back.
Yeah, it comes back to me, man. It comes back to me. My homegirl, she just had her baby. Like, I love her and that little baby. They're like they my little babies. You know what I'm saying? Like straight up, like. You know what I mean? It's cool. Like, I feel like I helped her get that baby out a week early. You know what I'm saying? Like, straight up.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? She was ready to get that baby out. And we had a session. A week later, she had the baby. So, I was like, I feel like I'm helping my peoples. And this is why I'm really doing this shit. Because if it was just about tying people up and doing the sex stuff, I couldn't continue to do it like that. Because me consciously, like, it don't feel good. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a sleazeball dude. I can't walk around doing sleazeball shit and thinking that I'm cool and being okay with that. Like, nah. My shit is on another whole spiritual realm and level, and I know that what I'm doing is helping our people out. You know what I'm saying? By helping the sisters out, I'm helping our entire race.
Helping out, yeah.
Because that is the backbone of what we got. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to play my part.
On that note, we're going to conclude our chat session, our interview, our chat-ins. Sir Dash, I appreciate you so much. Thank you.
Appreciate you too. Appreciate you, bro.
So we're going to try to hook you up with a date. We're going to put out that information. Ladies, where can they find you? Where can people find you? How do they get in contact?
You're going to have to catch me on my phone or in my DM because I move so fast, y'all. You ain't going to catch me. Like, nobody can do it. When people say, I'm going to catch you next time, I just laugh. I'm like, listen, nobody catches me. You're going to have to book, baby. Either book me or you ain't going to see me because when I come in town, I'm already booked. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. They're on business.
Right. I'm already there.
They can find you on Instagram. How they find you?
My Instagram is erotic roast by dash 3. My email is roastbydash@gmail.com. My Twitter is roast by dash. My phone number is
they can get it another way. Yeah, they don't.
Give me my DM. I'll slide you my numbers. You know what I'm saying? Right. You know what I mean? So, but like you can hit me up anyway. I have a website, www.eroticroastbydash.com. I can go there. You can book services. You can check out what stuff is about. I'll give you a little hint. If you come to me directly, the prices are different on my website than they are when you come to me direct. So I appreciate people if they just come right to me. You know what I'm saying? And we talk, we build face to face.
Build a rapport with them.
Yeah, I'll give you a little better price. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So.
And then September 21st, we'll be seeing you live in Philadelphia for Bondage.
Philly,
yes,
I love
Bondage
Philly.
3, which is being hosted by Erotic Boudoir. Everybody knows about Erotic Boudoir. Tickets can be purchased on Erotic Boudoir's Instagram, and it's erotic_boudoir on Instagram. If you go into the link in their bio, you can purchase tickets there. And it's going to be a great performance by Sir Dashington, which is going to include a musical component, which I'm so excited about. There's going to be food, there's going to be alcohol, there's going to be burlesque performances. It's going to be a spectacular night. And again, that is happening on Saturday, September the 21st. Yep. Get your tickets, come out and see him, come out and rub elbows, get some services done. You see it, right?
Right for me. I'll be in, if anybody knows me, whenever I do a show, I always get a hotel and I always do private sessions and do a couple sessions after. So if anybody want to see what they like, hit me up. I'm going back to the hotel, get it cracking. I work at all night hours.
So, I just want to say thank you to our listeners. Thank you for tuning into the Pum Pum Chronicles.
Pum Pum Chronicles.
And we will be back with you soon. Stay blessed.
Peace, y'all.